Here. So this is a SimplePay restaurant revitalization plan. These are the program elements. Again, we definitely believe that there is no such thing as a easy sale. That is something that is old, and try to make it for you can be a person on the floor and do it easy. But what we're trying to do is make it simple for you. We're trying to make it for all you have to do is present an opportunity, and the opportunity is so good, it's a simple decision. Yes, sign up with this processing firm because they're going to help you out in more than one ways. The restaurant revitalization plan has 3 elements to it. It has our processing, which is the best rate that you can possibly get. One of our #1 features is a non-cash adjustment. Then we have our marketing and other services. And then we also have our rewards partners. That's a big, big part of everything that we're doing. And we are trying to advocate for this simple sale for our agents that sign up with us to get a total of $600 upfront. That $600 upfront is based on what you are able to package and sell together. Obviously, 1 and 2, as shown in the graphic, has to be shown together. The third process does not have to be shown together, but that will limit the amount of upfront you are allowed to have as an agent. So processing, like I said, we try to do the non-cash adjustment. We try to help the restaurants kind of go from them paying their servicing fees. If a restaurant is about doing $80,000 in credit card processing, they can see that they're probably paying about $2,200 in processing fees a month. So with that being said, we are asking that restaurants may take a look at the opportunity of putting the non-cash adjustment or onto the customer, and that's going to be at that 3.99%. And again, I do know that there are a lot of people that are hesitant to jump on this program, but the #1 thing is that this is becoming the way of the future. Originally, if anyone knows the history of credit cards, they come out to be originally, that's how it was supposed to be. If you're going to use your credit card and you're going to get your mileage points and you get your bonus points, you are going to be paying that fee. But because of the time when credit cards are coming out and no one could trust plastic, they decide, most restaurants and business owners decided to take on that fee. Therefore, it would encourage people to use credit cards. Therefore, people would be using credit to make purchases instead of direct cash. That time is changing, especially with restaurants. They need all the help they can get. A really good ploy that has been within our pilot program is explaining that history of the credit card processing fee, as well as showing that restaurants we currently have in the program right now, that literally very little inquiries have happened. And anytime there's been an inquiry about the non-cash adjustment from the consumer, when they see the receipt, it's more or less just an education. And then they understand it. And we have not seen anyone be upfront about it or mad or bad mouth about it. Now, we do also offer Interchanging Plus, which we try to make as a competitive rate of your monthly processing fee. But no matter what, we are really strong about trying to get restaurants into the non-cash adjustment. Any ticket that's about, I would say, $60, it's only going to be about, for every $10, you're going to have a 40% increase for the non-cash adjustment. The reason why that this is really important to get them on the non-cash adjustment, because when we get them on board with the non-cash adjustment, we go to our second frame, and that's our marketing and services. So with that, we try to move that money that they're initially paying, that $2,200 for a hypothetical $80,000 a month credit card processing restaurant. We try to move that $2,200 to marketing. So they end up, we're not saving them money. We're going to try to put them in the tools to make money. And this is marketing. So we have multiple ways that we can do our marketing. We have it where we can do it nationally. We also have it where it does locally. And that's based on the reach and the demand that this restaurant would probably be wanting to go signing up for. But I can definitely tell you that a lot of restaurants right now, they're using their uncles, their cousin, their nephew that's in another state to do their marketing. If you're not on a digital platform and you don't have your ABCs locked up on the digital world, you're probably not going to be seeing you're missing lots of revenue as a restaurant. As an agent, getting them signed up with our marketing services, not only would this give you $100 upfront, but this will also allow you guys to see your lifetime residuals increase, because we are going to want to make this restaurant do more business. And the way that we make them do more business is by signing it up to marketing. So now you may have a restaurant or something like that, they're really hurting, they want to sign up to the program, but they're just in the hole. They may not be able to even hire staff. They may not be able to hire goods. They may not be able to pay certain bills, make certain reservations that they believe that their restaurant needs to go to the next level. Well, that's when we include the SimplePay grant. That's one of the services that SimplePay is granting. The grant is a word that we use, but more or less it's a gift, and it's a pre-purchasing of this account. We would like to see what they qualify up to the max of $10,000 to these restaurants. If the max of these restaurants, based on their processing and their credit card traffic, we can try to get them to see how much they can qualify for up to $10,000. That could be $1,000, that could be the $10,000. That could be them being able to pay payroll. That could be them being able to renovate the bar. We try to make sure that they can get up to the next step. And literally there's no strings attached to it. It is, once they sign up to us on the non-cash adjustment, we will find out how they qualify and how much they qualify in as a gift to us as pre-purchasing their account. We don't anticipate them paying any kind of interest. It's not a loan or anything like that. It's literally your caveat to the sale is like, well, you know what? I really have something else for you that's really good. And that this company that wants to do your processing for you at a low rate and help you make money, not save money, make more money, that wants to do your marketing, also wants to help you patch up any holes that you may have right now. So you can start going right now just before the holiday season. And it's really important that we get these people out there before the holiday season. And I know we're weeks away from November coming around, but IBP Marketing as well as SimplePay we're going to be able to get everyone up and running very quickly. And with the grant, even make sure that they are ready for the holiday spree. With that said, we also have our rewards partnerships. As mentioned earlier before, we were able to build up partnerships with multiple rewards programs that are backed by the Hilton, that are backed by some traveling agencies, that are backed by airplanes like the Southwest, Delta, et cetera, et cetera. And those kind of programs are meant to invoke traveling during the upcoming season. These programs are well over 20 million users, and these programs offer different types of ways that they help. One is that national marketing. So if you go to a hotel, you're traveling, anything like that, and you are part of these rewards programs or part of the Delta rewards program, Southwest reward program, et cetera, you can and will be getting push notifications and digital advertising landing onto people's social medias, landing in front of them when they're in the hotels and they're traveling, when they're in the new area, when their phone realizes that they have a new GPS geofencing, and we end up pushing on a large national push to these restaurants. Multiple people that are traveling through the holidays look for new restaurants. They try to stay away from franchises when they do that. Data shows that when they're signing up for any kind of air mileage or any kind of air packages, they sign up for one of these 3 rewards programs that we're working with, and we end up getting to show an increase. We have a satellite restaurant that we did this program with, and within the first 90 days, they saw a 25% increase in revenue. So those are the 3 main components that we're having right now for the SimplePay Restaurant Revitalization Program. Each of these 3 programs work very much interchangeable, where the processing allows us to move funds around to make them more money, to give them local marketing. The local marketing will get the people down the street, will get them down and remind people of the community of restaurants that they have in their community to support local communities. Then you have the grant from SimplePay to help the restaurant meet needs, fill up holes, pay out deals, make sure they don't miss a payment or anything like that, and get on their feet on the ground and get going. And then you have a national rewards program pushing people as the tourism is about to take off and traveling is about to take off, to drive more businesses to the restaurants that we're working with. This is a pincer attack for any agent, where you could just literally say, I got free money for you. I can help you save on your processing. I have a marketing team, I'll make you money. And I have different ways to bring grants to your business to help you fill out any holes. I really hope that's clear, and I really hope that makes sense. These are our rewards partners. These are everyone that is partnering up with us. Literally all these companies, whether or not from their employees and or people that signed up for these memberships, we have some way to contact people that are within these networks. When we are able to contact within these networks, we're also able to say, hey, if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, and you have a mom and pop restaurant and you're traveling there and you got a hotel, we can guarantee that an ad, if we're someone that's traveling for the holidays in Jacksonville, Florida, most likely in the nearby 20-mile radius of hotels that the person may be staying at, will be seeing ads, whether it be on their social media, whether it be on their rewards program, whether or not they're checking their flights, et cetera, et cetera. We find ways to put digital ads in front of them to grow the local mom and pop market through a national push. So as we've been saying, this is your way to make $300. The final way to make the $300 is for them to sign up for their personal point of sale system. SimplePay, we have multiple point of sale systems that we can showcase when that comes down to it. If it looks like they're out of date or they're looking like they need an upgrade, we're able to do processing with multiple terminals and multiple companies. And we definitely think that more or less, if you get them into our point of sale system, we get them updated, the $300 is yours. So reviewing, if you get them on processing, that's $100 up front. You get them onto the marketing and get them to sign up with Grant and get free money, that's $100 for you. If you get them to sign up with the rewards national marketing campaign, that's another $100. And then if they really like you and they really want to upgrade their point of sale system, make sure it's easy for their new employees that they're having to train, another $300 for you as well. So bring up your total of $600 of agent money up front. So we asked what we can do for you to make it easy. We want to help you. So if you end up saying, hey, there's this restaurant I've been trying to deal with, or this restaurant I would like to go after, you give us the name of that restaurant, you give us the address of the restaurant, we end up doing a case study. These case studies are another tool provided by IBP Marketing and SimplePay to help you guys finalize the sale. It is a quick outlook public review of the restaurant in the digital space. Literally, we try to make it very simple for you as we understand what the business is going on. And then we also try to make sure that it shows that we looked into and researched these companies for you, that for when you read these 5 paragraphs and some bullet notes, you can go into, you make your sale and knowing about how their marketing is going, knowing about if they have any recent bad publicity, knowing about what marks they're missing with, or what's their demographic, or what's their pricing like in that demographic area. We give out this detailed report showing you what we can do for you and what we can do for that company from an outside perspective, helping you make the sale. Not only is it about, again, it's not about saving them money, it's about showing them that we can make money. And the way that we can make money is by doing our due diligence and showing them that we do our homework and that we actually care about these merchants that we're trying to sign on. Because that is the truth and heart of the project, is that we really do care about these merchants. We want to keep them afloat. It is a lifeline to a lot of people that are working in the industry, as well as in the processing world. We want to keep our merchants happy. We want to make sure that our agents have their residuals continually coming through and that there's no dip in loss in residuals, and actually are marketing to increase the residuals. So we ask for you, if you sign up with us as a SimplePay agent, that you tell us, hey, I want to go after this restaurant. It doesn't matter where it is nationally. Hopefully it's somewhere where we can actually pull out some demographics. I'm pretty sure there'll be some curveballs out there, but more or less in most typical rural areas and city areas, we'll be able to find out about that restaurant, figure out what they're doing, figure out what they're not doing, show you how they can do it better, and then let you walk in there and make a simple sale. So, like I've been saying, IBP Marketing, that's the back end of SimplePay within the marketing division. And we are all about trying to find ways to make your residuals increase. That's why you want to sign your merchants up with us. That's why you want to join them into the Restaurant Revitalization program, because not only are you getting your upfronts, you actually are having a dedicated team between 10 to 20 people that are looking into your restaurant, contacting your merchant and listening to them about what they want to do and how they want to grow their business. Does the business want to have more of a Thursday at the bar? If that's so, we can definitely increase that. And then if we continue with our metric with our pilot program and we increase it by 25%, that's your residual increasing by 25%. We are here to help you, help the restaurant, help us with good business to make money. So let's circle back to the grant to help make the sale. gift them the grant. If the merchant signs up for the non-cash adjustment, they may qualify up to $10,000. I know I may be talking in a circle, but I really want to emphasize and be very clear about this grant. This grant is a gift and should be looked at as SimplePay as in purchasing future transactions from the game. We're willing for you to make the sale and sign them up with us and have a lifetime the lifetime residuals as long as they're signed up with us, for you to continue to be making a profit just off of your effort. We want to pre-purchase account and see if they qualify up to $10,000. Now, we've had some people that only get maybe $1,000. We've had some people that get $7,000, and we had some people that get a weird number like $5,375. So we have different ways that we can find out, and honestly, it becomes a relationship. More or less, we end up having it as a packet, part of the same thing. Once they start looking into it, it's no extra steps or anything like that. More or less, once you get their credit card processing statements, we can make a judgment from there, and you can be able to present the offer to them. We also want to make sure that when you sign up with us as a SimplePay agent, that we are showing that we care about who is working with us, and that you also may want to represent the SimplePay brand to build up credibility. Make sure you look like you have a big team backing behind you, because you do. And we will make sure that you have a personal business email. We'll make sure that you have SimplePay business cards that you can leave them behind. We also will be providing multiple training seminars with a lot of salespeople within the industry in and outside of SimplePay. We would like to make sure that we give you branded polo shirts so you can walk in there and it doesn't look like you're just some schmo walking in the street. And then we want to also give you gift swag bags to give to your new merchants, little trinkets and stuff like that, so that we can show to them that, hey, we care. Look at this. This is possibly a new check folder that you can have, or here is new signing up for marketing, or here's how you can get into these rewards programs, et cetera, et cetera. And then we also want to give out a merchant and agent customer cert. As we are small, we have actually put a lot of our resources into these customer support funnels. We want to make sure that when something happens on the weekend, you're able to reach someone and something's able to happen. We are nationally got agents all national. We got people all the way out in Florida that we can help. We got people all the way out in California that we help. No matter what, our customer support, when we engage with you, I really am inspiring that it becomes the heart of what SimplePay is known for. As we all know, the world's crazy and random things can happen, like a pandemic that can shut down the whole world. So we know that it's important to be able to pivot. We know it's important to be able to be transparent, and we know it's important to answer your questions directly and quickly as possible. So we have our Instagram following. That's the best way you can follow us and make sure you can up-to-date news, updates, videos, posts, etc. And we inspire that this will be the #1 place that you may look for us as inspiration to make more sales. The Restaurant Revitalization program is just as a staple as it's becoming for the SimplePay. It's just the beginning of different programs that we're going to plan on rolling out. We want to turn the processing world upside down. With that being said, we're going to come out with very innovative programs based on network and our networking and partnerships that we can develop. We aren't asking you to go out there by ourselves, and we aren't going out there by ourselves either. We are trying to build a network to help everyone to do good business practices. So thank you so much for joining us. I would like to open this up to Q&A. And see if anyone would like to do it. If you would like to, go ahead and use the little chat window to ask any questions, and I'll see if I can answer them right now.
Hey, how long is this grant money going to last? Is there a time limit, or or just when it runs out?
That's kind of what it is. It's kind of running out, but we are establishing it not to run out. We're constantly looking for new backing, new programs. One of the things is that we actually are having some reward programs that want us to continue the efforts to fund us as well. So we have a lot of liquid capital based on our partnerships, and the partnerships is what gives us the adaptability to just go on as demand. We anticipate running this program as long as possible, as long as we can help out people. But our main effort is to try to keep this going as long as possible, have no interruptions. And I can't tell you, like, we have 3 major reward programs right now. We're looking at, by the end of next week with Money 2020, ending up hopefully some relationships iron out, probably having close to 7 to 10. So this whole program, as it's running off and it's in its toddler stages, we anticipate growing it up to be probably close to 20 partnerships and allow us to have fluid liquidity, because like I said, everyone's winning in this. It's just a good collaboration of partnerships, programs, and efforts put together to help everyone. And I think that's our main approach, why everyone wants to work with us and why it's been so easy to get new partnerships.
And how long do they have to process? Or is there a amount of time they have to process before they get that funded, that grant money, or is it immediate?
No, actually, a lot of people are getting them grant money before we even get to put in the new terminals or anything right now. So our main effort right now is that we're not trying to put any contract. We're trying to show that our good work and our marketing and the amount of increase of revenue makes us sticky where they won't leave us.
So the only, if they don't, I guess worst case scenario is they would basically have to go out of business or not mind at their credit. Just if for some reason they decided not to board with us, we don't really have any recourse other than, of course, they would have terrible credit.
No, there's no recourse. Again, SimplePay is taking on the name of the grant and giving it to them. So if there's any outside money, let's say one of our partnerships says, yeah, I like this restaurant, we want to give them $7,000. We take on the responsibility of fulfilling that back, not the restaurant. If the restaurant goes out of business, we failed at marketing. If the restaurant doesn't work on us, we failed in our relationship. If the restaurant just decides to change of heart and they want to go back to their own terminal and processing because change is scary, we failed on making change attractive. So we want to make sure that it's our responsibility to keep them, not the agents, not the merchants. It's us and our services that we're putting together.
Is the non-adjusted rate 3.99% hard coded? Does it have to be that?
Most likely, yes. I would happily probably talk to my COO. He's my operating officer on that, but I have not heard of any wiggle room since the start of this program about that, because it's very important that that movement of the funds, like I said, the hypothetical of the $80,000 restaurant now doing 2,200, that extra one covers the marketing costs. Marketing is a lot of graphic work, a lot of digital ads, obviously a lot of time, payroll, et cetera, for that. And as we are taking a marginal cost for that, we're hoping that the long-term relationship with them and the increased residuals and processing ends up covering that. So for the moment, I would say that it's not. And if anything, it would probably be revisited in 6 to 8 months.
So what is it? So it's $399 on the charge, a non-adjusted cash charge, of course. On the purchase. Where I guess I'm trying to figure real quickly where that would be. Where's the sweet spot for this, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
The sweet spot, I guess, is that $399, because like I said, the basic math to sell to a merchant is that for every $10 someone spends, they'll pay additional 40 cents. So like I said, if you start talking about a 60, you're looking at $2.40 added on to a receipt. And we are all within visa compliance. We make sure that's very transparent throughout the entire restaurant, whether or not it be signage at the door, the hostess station, and or receipt and boxing. So the only thing that the merchant ends up paying is that $90 flat fee. That's just saying that he's doing processing, and then that's it. He doesn't pay any other thing. So if he's paying $2,200, that $1,110 goes to marketing. He only pays $90 for his credit card processing, and we're able to move him on, and he more or less gets to save a lot of money and doesn't have to increase his costs as he battles inflation.